A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have brought you many of stories, but today's story touches the heart. Today's stories will show you what love or what true love is all about. It is a story I saw in today's Star, and the topic is Married Couple Lives Under a Bridge. Let's go to the news. Karen scrolls through her cell phone as she lays on her bed beside her husband, Shawn. She flashes the news team a welcoming smile before inviting us into her bedroom. It is not the typical living space. Karen have been living under the bridge in Edgewater, Portmore for close to 10 years. Their roof trembled with the passing of each heavy vehicle, but what gives a chill is the huge breakaway in the ground caused by heavy rains undermining the ground close to their bedposts. At any given moment, their bed and living space would end up in the water below. When the rain fall the other day, it start blowing in on me. Half of the bed wet up, so me had to sleep on the other side and make sure me wrap up tight in the sheet because me never want me asthma take me. Nobody not supposed to live right here, so especially somebody with asthma. But we don't have no other choice. We really wish we life did better, Karen told the newspaper. The couple, who are both in their 30s, said they have been in a relationship for 11 years and have been married for 2 years. They have a 10-year-old son who they say lives with relatives in St. Anne. Karen has 3 other children, but stated that 2 of them are in state care. Shawn says that he has access to a family house in a section of Portmore, but has decided to stay with his wife under the bridge because she's no longer welcome at that property following a family dispute. He said he was grateful when she was invited to share living space under the bridge with one of her longtime friends, Paul Grant, who had resided at the same location for almost 19 years. Their greatest wish is to have all their children under one roof, but that dream seems far-fetched as the couple said they are unable to secure a piece of land should they even get a house from Food for the Poor. They said a 2-bedroom house would be sufficient for them and their children and are pleading with the public for assistance. The authorities says if me get a steady house that me can put them in, and once me prove so me can care for them, then release them to me, Karen said. She said they're often targeted by robbers who frequently steal their money and belongings. We can't leave anything out. My wife will just lie down asleep and a man just come take up our things them. So that's why me have to make sure me out there with her at most time. Me can stay my people in place, but she also travel with fits, which is epilepsy and asthma. And at night time it mostly take her. So that's why me day here too. And my wife, I'm in a left her so far, Shawn said. Both are diagnosed with low blood pressure, and Shawn is currently recovering from gastroenteritis. He does odd jobs to provide for his wife, but most of their provision come from a nearby church and family members of Karen. My uncle will give me clothes and things. Me always make sure if it's even a pants me get from my husband. My uncle will want help with, but he not have it like that, and my parents dead. We just want a house for us, Karen says. Ladies and gentlemen, living under a bridge, the bridge that takes you from Kingston to Portmore for 10 years must be a very horrible experience. But when 2 people are in love, when 2 people care about each other, sometimes the living condition, the food or whatever really doesn't matter as long as they have each other. Now I was looking for a love poem to read to you, and I came up on this one. I'm going to share it with you, ladies and gentlemen, and it will show you how sweet and important to be in love. Let's take a listen. You are my shining star, the love of my life. I will love you till death do us part. When I fall, you pick me up. When I'm happy, we rejoice together. I love you with all my heart, and I will love you till death do us part. Sweetheart, I promise to love you till death separates us. Darling, all I want is you to be by my side forever. I will love you till death do us part. From the first day I saw you, I fell in love with you. I have never stopped loving you. I love you till death do us part. Sweetheart, I know I never told you this, but I love you till death do us part. Sweetheart, I mean it when I say that I love you. I want to grow old with you. I love you till death do us part. My dear, I give you all my heart and soul. I will love you until I'm left with no breath. I love you till death do us part. Though I may not be with you right now, and every moment in my life, I want you to know my heart belongs to you. There are no words that can express my love for you. I will always love you till death do us part. Isn't that beautiful? That is the kind of old-fashioned love that I remember as a young man watching my mother loving my father and my father loving my mother. I remember clearly when my mom died, because she was the first to go. She was only 6 or 7 years old. And all of my brothers and sisters, and the rest of the family, we were there mourning right at the casket and a ball out and this and that. And you know what I heard my father says? He says, you all cannot begin to love your mother like I did. And that, I will never forget that. I was 33 years old when he spoke those words. So Jamaica, living under a bridge with no room doors, there's no room windows, there's nothing but the elements. Living under a bridge where you can be robbed or killed, especially in this time, is a true testimony of love. They say, I will love you till death do us part. Isn't this a beautiful story? Make your comment in the comment section below. Like my video and share my video. And if you have not yet subscribed, now is the time to do so. I love you till death do us part. Thank you very much for watching.